The 2020 offseason was a crazy one. Players were changing teams left, right and center, and massive contracts were a freaking phenomenon. So, I'm Bill, and today let's have a look at some players that got absolutely paid this offseason. After leaving the Lakers, Brandon Ingram became what he was supposed to be when the Lakers drafted him second overall in the 2016 draft. He averaged 23.8 points, 6.1 rebounds and 4.2 assists per game, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, and was elected to his first All-Star team. Understandably, the Pelicans gave him a 5-year, $158 million contract, since he can be the franchise player for years to come. Another player who took big steps forward this season, Adebayo has developed into one of the best centers in the league and a player who can impact the game on both sides of the floor. Even though Miami wanted to maintain cap flexibility to possibly pursue Giannis, they couldn't miss out on Bam and they signed him to a 5-year, $163 million max extension with the possibility of it increasing to $196 million depending on the All-NBA team selections. Being one of the few reasons for the Kings fans to have hope for the next season, Fox signed a 5-year, $163 million contract extension. Thankfully for the Kings, Fox has developed into a pretty good young point guard. His mind-blowing speed and ability to finish at the rim made him an over 20 points per game player, and if he can improve his shooting, Fox can be one of the better offensive engines in the league. There is nothing to say here, he's Anthony Davis, a cheat code, an NBA champion. Of course the Lakers gave him a 5-year, $190 million contract. After his fantastic rookie season and the amazing series against the Nuggets in this year's playoffs, Mitchell officially cemented himself as the franchise player of the Utah Jazz. Like Ingram, Mitchell was named an All-Star for the first time in his career this year, and if he keeps this up, many more will come now that he has settled down with the Jazz, signing a 5-year contract worth $195 million. Man, the 2017 draft got paid. Tatum alongside Jaylen Brown is a franchise cornerstone in Boston. He has improved every single year since he came into the league and now he's one of the most complete offensive players. The one-time All-Star signed a 5-year, $195 million contract with the Celtics. When Hayward was opting out of his lucrative contract with the Celtics, nobody expected that he'll strike a deal like the one he did with the Hornets. In one of the riskiest moves of recent memory, Charlotte gave Hayward a 4-year, $120 million contract. Mamma mia, hopefully it will work out. And that leaves us with Paul George. After an okay season and a disastrous playoff run, PG was in the midst of a storm of criticism. The Clippers were in a difficult spot. They traded their entire future to OKC for George. They are in a win-now mode, and keeping George was the only way to stay on track despite his lackluster performance in the bubble. They signed Paul George to a max contract extension that will guarantee him as much as $226 million over the next 5 seasons. Now they have a better chance that Kawhi will commit to them as well next summer and that they'll finally win an NBA championship. We don't know what will happen with Giannis and if he'll sign that max extension with the Bucks. As for now, those are the biggest contracts of this year's free agency. And what do you think about them, guys? Which players deserve them and which didn't? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to click that subscribe button for more NBA content like this. I have been Bill, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.